Channel 12 Sports presents coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference boys soccer. Today, a matchup between the Champlin Park Rebels and the Osseo Orioles. From Osseo High School, John Jacobson and Sig Ligry for today's telecast. And Sig, it's been a very competitive race in Northwest Suburban Conference boys soccer this year. Park Center at the top of the conference with these teams in a bunch of really about half a dozen teams within a game or two of first place. Pretty even talent, and we expect a good match today between the Rebels and the Orioles.
Yeah, all those teams are just bunched together. It's anybody's match to win. And obviously the last two games of the season, you really want to do well so you can do, when you get into the seedings in 2 weeks from now, that's going to be a factor. So they got to really have to try and win tonight and next week to get your foot in the door.
Rebels with the match left against Blaine on Monday. Osseo has Park Center on Monday and also Andover on Wednesday. And then the section seeding next weekend, and then section tournament play begins in about 12 days. Champlin Park in the navy and Osseo in white. We get ready for today's match. Couple of good goalkeepers today. Evan McAdam for Champlin Park. Isaiah Stewart, all-conference player a year ago for Osseo. Rebels with a couple of players nicked up today and out of the lineup. And that's one thing that Scott Dossett told us before the match today, is that's been a constant theme for their team this year. Right. Has been injuries, not having a healthy lineup really the entire year. And it's not always the same people. It's different players in and out of the lineup.
In fact, it's been such a challenge that they don't even know what their formation is. It depends on which players are able to play in what position.
I'll see briefly with possession. Now it's back over to Champlin Park. Play to the middle of the field and then right back up toward midfield again. And a boot across midfield and then played out by Mitchell Brewer, the senior defender for Osseo. And we'll get a throw in for Champlin Park. Champlin Park winning the girls match here earlier over Osseo 1-0. And that pass goes right off the Rebels player and out, and so it'll be an Osseo throw in.
Yeah, the wind was a little bit pesky in the first game, but since then it has actually picked up quite a bit, and it's blowing fairly hard on the field, going from your screen left to right. So it favors Osseo for having the ball at their back. And I think we have an injury already.
An Orioles player that is down, Emmanuel Kama. No, excuse me, that's number 10, not 11. That's James Brent, senior midfielder.
And that's not the player they want injured. They're telling us that almost came out of nowhere. Was a basketball player and then just started playing soccer about 5 years ago. You'll see it again. There's some contact, then, oh yeah, it steps a little bit on the wrong side of that ankle coming down. And they are looking at him right now, the trainer out there. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a jam and not something serious. And he's one of the real stalwarts on the offense, already has 17 shots taken.
Look at our goalies today. Isaiah Stewart, I mentioned a moment ago, an all-conference player a year ago for the Orioles. Saved 98% of the shots that he's faced this year. Goals against 1.1. And Evan McAdam on the Champlin Park side. A shutout earlier this week against Spring Lake Park St. Anthony. Jefferson Morales in now with Brent out as we're back to play. Rebels will chip it ahead, but controlled by Osseo. Brewer flying it up. Darius Quiddy. Race for the ball. Knocked down. Kima trying to control it for the Orioles. Put it toward the net. McAdam able to scoop that up.
Goal kick into the wind and goes diving down to just about short of midfield.
Ball trapped. Rebels looking to turn was Abdul Haji. That one carrying off a player, and Brewer playing it to his outside, and racing back for it is Quiddy for Osseo. And drilled by Brewer out to midfield. Rebels with control there. Ryan Ingram lost it, taken away by Kima. And Rebels get back defensively on him, and they're able to take it away. Outside right under the foot of Davin Benson, one of the captains for Osseo. We'll go throw in for Champlin Park. Off Benson. Along that sideline and out of play. Again, back over to the Orioles. Brewer, Kima trying to trap it. Get a whistle and a foul against Champlin Park.
And the Rebels draw the first foul of the match.
Hugh Anderson on the free kick here for Osseo.
33 yards out, heads for the front line.
Is this going to be off?
Corner.
Yeah, off of Champlin Park. So our first corner of the match will go to Osseo.
So another opportunity for a step play for the Orioles.
Logan Olsenak putting it in play.
A little bit far.
That will be a goal kick for Champlin Park. Wind certainly a factor, Sig, whether you're playing, kicking the ball across and into it or have it with you. You kind of got to account for it on some of your passes or on corner kicks like that. Osseo getting it across midfield. And McAdam with it. We had an offside.
Winds are gusting up to about 18 miles an hour.
There you can see it.
When you're down that field, you can really feel it.
From midfield, Osseo regains control. They'll punch it deep, but it'll roll back to McAdam. High boot. Wind might have caught that one.
Boy, that came straight down from the apex.
Whistle, and I think we'll have a foul. It's like on Champlin Park. No second foul on the Rebels. We'll give a free kick coming for Olsenak and the Orioles. 38 yards out. Blocked by Champlin Park. Well defended back there by Blake Auer. Orioles still with possession of the ball. Chipping it toward the front of the net. Header away. Here's a boot, a shot, and a goal.
Wow, that was a rocket right along the surface.
Drew Anderson finds the back of the net and scores for Osseo, and the Orioles lead it 1-0. Look at it again, Sig. Here's headed out and came to Anderson. He said, "Oh, I'm going to put it on net." And he put it past McAdam and in.
I'm not sure if McAdam even saw that thing coming.
Drew Anderson unassisted, 6:16 into the match. And Osseo strikes first. Put it away by the Rebels. Cross midfield. With control of it, Mike Bia. Advances the ball left side. Turned back out. Played by Duran up in the air. And Osseo quickly back to offense. This is Quiddy coming down the right side for the Orioles. Didn't get much on that pass. Trying to get a little further back toward the middle, toward Kima, and it's broken up by Champlin Park. Pass too far ahead of Duran here, and Osseo able to turn it back. Rebels regain possession. Bia will drill it deep, and on a bounce it comes to Stewart. Makes the stop. Good strong kick by Stewart. And a takeaway by Quiddy. Missed on his pass. Cleared out by Ryan Ingram. Out to midfield. Right side comes Dewar. Kesley Dewar. It's off Osseo. Throw in for Champlin Park. Off Bia, but cleared out by the Orioles, and Champlin Park will have another throw in a little bit deeper.
Osseo pulling back its midfielders. They got a lot of defenders back there.
Throw in by Dewar, and on a bounce, Stewart grabs it above his head and hangs on.
And is expected way down the field.
Pass comes ahead. Kima couldn't quite get free. Rebels cleared out. Right side, Dewar out across midfield. Osseo able to turn it back. Oh, and a turnover. And it's Dewar taking it for Champlin Park. Trying to feed it up to Haji. And Osseo gets back. Andrew Miska helping out defensively to get back into that play. But almost a dangerous turnover there, Sig, for Osseo. But they were able to come back and break up the offensive surge for the Rebels. Now we'll get a foul, I believe,
yes,
on Osseo, and we'll get a free kick from the far side for Champlin Park, as Caleb Aronson will take it.
And the Rebels load up in front of the goal area.
Aronson keeps it low. Ball free out in front.
And
we have a penalty kick coming up, Sig.
I didn't see if it was a major foul or not, but it was inside the penalty box. No, not a major.
Penalty kick coming here for Haji. Now a chance for the Rebels to tie it up. Off the crossbar, comes back to Haji. It's off the crossbar again. And it's Champlin Park, or Osseo with possession.
Takes a shot here and it just hits the post, the near post. Then it bangs around on the other post again. And again, if you're going for the penalty kick, if you miss, that ball's still live. So Osseo dodges the big bullet that time.
Stewart able to get it out to midfield. Champlin Park trying to move it up on the left side. It's taken back by Anderson of Osseo. Cleared away, deep right side. Quiddy not going to have time to get to that ball before McAdam can cover it for Champlin Park. Evan McAdam, Caleb Aronson, Paul Winkleman, the captains this year for Champlin Park Soccer, and for Osseo it's Isaiah Stewart, Emmanuel Kima, David Benson. It's about 12 minutes in here, 1-0 Osseo. Booted away by McAdam.
Champlin Park took just a little bit too much time trying to get set up in their defense, and Osseo almost picked it off. There's a good counter by Champlin Park. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on down there.
Foul on Osseo. Give a free kick for Champlin Park, and Aronson will set it up.
It's on the far side, about 30 yards out. Sends it into the line and cleared. Oh.
Get a throw in for the Rebels. Toward the front of the net, headed up high. Stewart able to grab it.
Wow, that ball goes down about 70 yards almost.
Back it comes to Wurr, right side. Stop still with it, being marked there by Olzenak. Goes off Olzenak. Back out. Champlin Park will have possession and a throw in.
Good concentration by the Osseo defense.
Ball booted away by Miska. And across midfield by the Orioles. Rolling all the way back to McAdam in the Champlin Park net.
Now McAdam going into the wind. This time a little bit lower and gets a lot more success for distance.
All across midfield. Here comes Champlin Park. Haji trying to gain an advantage, and the play by Anderson defensively. Going to get an edge on him and clear it back out for the Orioles. Right side too far for Quiddy, out of play. Throw in Champlin Park.
Back here, 17.
All the way back here?
Yeah, that's where that's why I marked it where I was. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Thrown poked away by the Osseo offense, but now it's cleared back to midfield by the Rebels.
Couple of headers for Anderson. Champlin Park, nice job by DeWar. Getting it over his head. Gets it ahead for Haji left side. Haji with the race. Crosses it to the middle and just a little bit too far out in front of DeWar. Trying to return the pass back to him. That would have been nice, but just a little bit too far out in front of DeWar, because he had to get in front of the defender, so he didn't have much to work for as Anderson came back into the play, but just led his teammate a little too far. Good effort, though.
Absolutely a good effort. Saw his teammate where he was and tried to get the cross over there, and just was not able to connect.
Olzenak, the throw in for Osseo. Out toward midfield. Rebels control, comes back to Duran. Take away for Osseo. McAdam trying to clear it out, and then Wynn hooks it out of play, and we'll have a throw in for Osseo.
It looks like one of my golf shots. Made contact and it goes hard left.
Throw in by Brewer. Trying to free himself up for Osseo Kanta.
I think they got their
foul here on Champlin Park.
got their legs tangled up, and it ends up with a great opportunity now for the Orioles. Only 25 yards out. It's a direct kick.
Brent.
Field goal.
Play.
High and wide, it'll be a goal against Champlin Park.
Goal kick coming for the Rebels. Osseo with 3 straight wins coming into play today. Went over to Tino Grace, Maple Grove, and Coon Rapids. Going to make it 4 straight today. And up 1-0. Rebels with 2 straight wins, both this week, against Spring Lake Park St. Anthony and Out River Zimmerman. The last loss coming on September 24th against Andover.
16, Jonas Zabriskie. And number 5.
Throw in for Champlin Park. Ball chipped back ahead, right side by Benson. Cleared back out by Champlin Park. Back on the Orioles side of midfield. Anderson will get it back to his keeper Stewart. Just gets it away.
Just because he was being pressured.
Now Champlin Park coming back with Bia. Taken away from him. Race for the ball pushed out by Jonas Zabriskie. Throw in for Osseo.
Actually not a bad idea because they were a little bit disorganized. This gives them a chance to bring the defense back and be in the right position.
McAdam with the ball. Able to clear it up. Getting it to Zabriskie. Out across. Haji with a run. Getting himself free on that left side again. Got a couple of Orioles in front of him trying to cross the pass. And it's deflected. Knocked down by Miska. Osseo had it briefly and then taking it back. Bia. And Anderson clears it away. Champlin Park will come right back again. Aronson chipping it toward the goal, trying to get it to Haji. Cleared back out by Osseo. Burchell stopping it. He'll drive along one right at Stewart. In net for Osseo. Good pressure there by Champlin Park.
The Rebels were all over the place. They were moving the ball well and getting the takeaways.
Duran has it taken away. Good defensive play by Brewer. Lost to the midfield though, and it's cleared back down by Burchell. Zabriskie tried to stop it for Rebels. Osseo had it back briefly and then sent out of bounds by Benson. We'll get a throw in for Champlin Park. Dylan Burchell, junior midfielder, getting it right back into play.
Be a throw for Osseo.
Irwin cleared back out by the Rebels. Cleared back out toward midfield. With it is Bia. Now it's Auer. Mike Auer's pass intended for Haji, broken up. Orioles push it back ahead, only to midfield. Aronson got it back out on his right. Bia will chip it ahead, trying to hit it to Haji. Haji able to trap it. Trying to get the return pass to Bio, who's now down deep. He'll cross it back toward the middle. Scramble in front and cleared away.
So defender staying in this position and is able to make that play.
That was Miska, the senior defender, number 22, that helped clear that one up. But these guys are going to have to be on their toes today, Sig, as Champlin Park making different passes from different angles and getting guys to the net. They're going to be around the net all afternoon.
Right, they're quick, they're in good position, they have good vision, they know where the other offensive players are. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge for the Osseo defense. But so far, the defense has been coming up to the task, keeping the Rebels out of the back of the net. And we have foul against Champlin Park. Waiting for everybody to settle in.
Wolzenak on the free kick off the foul. Right side now comes to Quiddy and knocked away from him. Winkleman got back into the play for the Rebels.
The game for the Orioles, number 4, freshman Brandon Gonzalez.
Brandon Gonzalez, freshman number 4, now in for Osseo. We got a throw in for the Orioles. Will be taken by Drew Anderson, who has the one goal here today. Came just over 6 minutes into the match.
Deep
Put it toward the net.
It's almost as good as a corner kick. You can throw it that far.
Right.
Here we go.
Back they come. Here's Haji getting a little space for himself. Drills a shot and just wide of the net.
Wow. How did he get that open? Haji was just racing down the field with the defender on his heels right there. Had a tough angle, but what a great opportunity for the Rebels. As goal kick comes out to the midfield. Battle for it. Here we go again. Haji on the left side. He's got waiting for company. Here's
Haji
a cross.
moving in, crossing it out in front.
And behind the other attackers.
Brent, who's back into the match. Remember, he was out early. Injury, got back into the play. Here's a shot.
Oh, wow.
Opportunity, but Zabriskie maybe rushed it a little bit and pushed it well wide of the Osseo net.
Yeah, I think he tried to one-time it and just didn't get good contact on the ball, and it went sailing off to the right side. You see it again. He's not happy with that one. It gets tough down there because you have to think and move fast.
Out to midfield. Ball cleared away by Brewer. Going to sneak
Offside.
that pass through. It's going to be called offside.
Offside called by assistant referee 1. That's Bob Oberlander. At this side is Glenn Wasaham, and center referee is Stuart Summer.
Now Osseo looking to get back on the attack again. Good job by Brent to keep his balance there.
Wow.
Hits the pass off on his left, and another offside call on the Orioles.
Well, that was a battle of the feet right there. Brent coming up the winner, but then there's an offside further down here. Another substitution coming in.
And the 14-15 to play here in the first half. Orioles leading the Rebels 1-0. And out come the Rebels, pushing it out to midfield. And cleared back by Osseo. On a play, throw in for Champlin Park. Another throw in, come a little deeper for the Rebels. Slowly moving downfield, Sig.
Whatever it takes.
Right. This will actually be a foul. And we'll get a free kick coming for Aronson. He'll boot it deep. It'll carry him off toward the left side. And on a play, it's off Osseo, so a throw in for Champlin Park. Urchel getting it in play. Cleared back to the middle of the field. Header comes to Aronson. Back up. Aronson will move it right back in. Header away by Brewer. Trapped by Burchell. He'll arc one high, and Stewart will go up for that one just ahead of Lewis Duran. And Stewart clears it across midfield. Ball sent deep, trying to get it to Brent. Cut off nicely by by Ingram, and out of play.
For the Orioles, number 6, senior Tom Tia.
Throw in for Osseo.
Drew Anderson to take the throw for the Orioles.
Anderson with the throw in. And header cleared out.
Osseo foul. Goal kick.
Oh, and Osseo foul, so it's going to be a free kick here for Champlin
And
Park.
at halftime, we will be honoring the senior
Senior day here at Osseo. The Osseo senior boys soccer players will be honored. Ceremony down on the track. All cleared away by the Rebels out across midfield. Osseo back there to easily play it. Putting it on net, McAdam makes the stop. And out of play. Wind taking again that time all the way to the far bleachers.
Yeah, that wind is just not slowing down at all.
Ten and a half minutes to play here. Ball played ahead. Right side down to the corner. Crossed in front by Gonzalez. Right for it. Oh, and a shift high and over the net.
Trying to center it up because McAdam was completely out of the goal area. And couldn't quite, nice recovery right there. And trying to get the ball in front, and it goes up in the air. Goal kick for the Champlin Park Rebels.
Jacob Simmons was the forward who couldn't quite put it away there for Osseo. So another free kick here, or goal kick, excuse me, for Champlin Park. Take away by Osseo, and they couldn't keep it in. Back over to the Rebels.
Be another throw in for Champlin Park. As Burchell takes it.
Joe throw in.
And
Cleared out by Osseo. Another throw in coming for the Rebels.
now the Rebels just gained about 60 yards by throw-in. And we'll do it one more time.
Burchell again to put it in play. Trying to get it through to Haji. It's broken up. Long shot by Aronson, but up and over the net. Goal kick coming for Stewart and Osseo Oreos. Only did 1-0 with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first half.
That Stewart lines it up. He's got those nice blue shoes. Remember the old days, John, when we would say, hey, somebody has colored shoes.
Right.
Now it's, hey, look, somebody has plain shoes.
Right. Just white or black, right?
Scramble for it. And finally cleared out by the Osseo defense, but headed right back in again.
Ball chipped ahead, right side. Gonzalez trying to get free. Oh, a nice job by Burchell to shield him off the ball and then turns it back up the other way.
That was a pretty play.
Tia sends it down deep and McAdam out to play it for the Rebels.
Yeah, tag that one and show that on your DVR with your coaching. Look at this. That is just brilliant. Okay, kids, that's how you play defense. And now we've switched to volleyball.
Back and forth it goes, and finally cleared down the right side, but also able to get back into it, play it defensively. That pass blocked. Up to midfield, stopped by Duran. He gets knocked off the play. All cleared ahead, another offside on Osseo. Ball comes free, collision.
We'll see what the call is. I thought I saw the referee point to the circle and
Another penalty kick
yes,
here.
Sir.
Wow.
Boy, it's hard to see with all those bodies flying around, but penalty kick was called as Hodges going to take this.
Drew Collins knocked down in the box, and Haji able to deliver. Ties it up. Look at it again, Sig. No post this time.
Nope.
Beats Stewart cleanly.
And that's what you got to do. Put it past the keeper so he can't dive out there and go after it. So Haji ties it up 1-1. 5:45 to go in the first half. You could just kind of see something was going to happen down there, but Champlin Park was just pounding and pounding away, and finally drew an opportunity. Here's another shot. Haji again from the outside, gets past the keeper,
And it rolls in. And 2 goals, 18 seconds apart, and Champlin Park suddenly in the lead. How about that, Sig?
Here you see it again. Stewart comes out. Haji grabs the ball on the outside and just pokes it in for an easy goal. And all of a sudden, Champlin Park is out on top 2-1.
Well, their hard work paying off, Sig. I mean, we talked about they have come in at times in waves towards that Osseo net, while the Orioles have done a good job of defending. You know, persistence paying off here. First getting the penalty kick call, and then Haji with a nice effort to get it past Stewart and into the net on that second goal.
Yeah, and they've been persistent for the last 12, 15 minutes, just hounding all over the Osseo defense. Now Osseo needs to get their composure under control and get back into the match.
Orioles look to move it up right side. Benson will cross it out back toward the middle. Ball's free, but then cleared away by the Rebels. Comes back out to Alvar. Left side. Long one and well wide of the net.
Crosses wide, it'll be a goal kick for Champlin Park.
Look at this effort again by Haji. Nice little just touch on it to get it past Stewart, who was expecting him, I think, to cut back out toward the outside. Instead, just puts a little push on it and moves it inside of Stewart, who had already started to commit.
Yeah, I think as soon as he saw Stewart move to the outside, all he had to do was tap it. But great effort of getting possession of the ball where he had it. Stewart sends it midfield.
Ball cleared up across midfield. Orioles with it, passed just a little bit back behind Benson and had to go back for it.
Benson was fouled, and he is a little bit unhappy with
He
that.
got a little hot when he got up.
Yeah, can't blame him. That can be dangerous. You can see right there, he is just not a happy camper.
Free kick here for Osseo. Anderson, who's the goal scorer today, looks like he will take it.
It's a direct kick, so he may fire it in.
Chipping it up into that crowd of players. A shot away and just wide of the net.
Shot just wide by
That was close.
It'll be a goal kick for
That was very close. He almost, he missed the inside post by about a foot.
Gerson Morales just missing on this shot.
So just to the outside.
So it remains 2-1 Rebels. Inside of 2.5 minutes to play now in the first half. All cleared away. Now toward midfield. Collision there. Play goes on. Tia for Osseo. Bobbing it up ahead. Play, we'll get a throw in for Osseo. Brent, excuse me, this will be Benson, and we'll put it in play. Coming over to play it off the throw-in. Did Conta. And then cleared away. Rebels able to get it out toward midfield onto the foot of Brewer. Left side pass. Broken up, came back to Brewer. This one off the Rebels. We get a throw in again for Osseo. Deep throw toward the front of the net, and it's off McAdam and cleared away. We had a whistle though. Make a foul on Osseo. Contact with McAdam was a little bit shaken up.
McAdam gets up. So I think it's going to be okay. Probably a little bit shaken up, but stays in. Stop clock at 42 seconds. And here we go.
Out to midfield now with it. Duran. Played up toward the middle of the field. Morales. Put it onto the foot of Aronson of Champlin Park. His pass ahead broken up by the Orioles. Anderson gets turned around, knocked down. That's a foul on the Rebels. Free kick for Osseo. I don't think we're going to get it off.
No.
That'll be the end of the first half.
You see the battle for the ball there, and the bodies again start flying, and then the foot comes up. So it's getting a little tense down there.
So we'll take a break. Champlin Park with 2 goals 18 seconds apart. Late in the half, they take the lead on Osseo. 2-1 our score. We're back with more boys soccer from Osseo High School after this timeout.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
John Jacobson, Sig Augury back at Osseo High School on Senior Day. Champlin Park leading the hometown Orioles today, 2-1. Highlights from the first half, and Sig, it didn't take long for Osseo to get on the board. Drew Anderson booting this one in and getting Osseo in on the board. Just 5:16 into the match. A penalty kick, the first one that the Rebels had, that one off the goal post by Haji. They had some chances. Haji on a crossing pass, just missed there, but an opportunity here for the Orioles later in the half, and it stayed 1-0. And then here's the penalty where going down was Drew Collins. That drew the second penalty kick call of the day, and Haji made no mistake with this one and tied it up. And then just 18 seconds later, Haji will get free again. A good lead pass on the left side. And then Haji, just a great touch on that ball to put it past Stewart and in.
That's a beautiful
That takes
shot.
talent to do that.
Yeah.
Sig, to be on the run, to be able to just have the right touch on the ball, and they'd be able to put it away. But they're well set up on the pass, we should say as well. There's a look at the numbers, the shots and the shots on goal favoring Champlin Park. Fouls are even. We saw both coaches, I don't know if we saw it on camera as we closed that half, both talking to the referee at the end about maybe some of the physicality and either calls or non-calls that have happened so far in this first 40 minutes.
They were discussing something, and that could be the case, because it's hard to call every foul that you see, and you want the players to play on. But then again, you still have to enforce the rules. And when one team seems to have an advantage in that area, it does draw the ire of the coaching staff.
We're at halftime. It's 2-1. Champlin Park leads Osseo. Good match so far. We're back with the second half on 12 Sports after this.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Beautiful Saturday afternoon in early October here at Osseo for boys soccer, nearing the end of the regular season. Less than a week to go as you look at the Northwest Suburban Conference standings coming in to play today. Park Center with a slight edge over Anoka and Andover in conference matches. Champlin Park right back them at 7-3, and the Osseo and Maple Grove at 6-2-2. Now Maple Grove or Totino Grace has fallen a little bit off the pace, but look at those top six teams, Sig, all so close to the top. Look at the bottom half of the conference: Blaine, Centennial, Spring Lake Park, Irondale, Elk River, Armstrong.
What a surprise.
Yeah, they have traditionally had some strong teams, and although they haven't been quite at the top here the last couple of years, they've been competitive, but this year has been a rough year for the Falcons. 1-9 in the conference and 2-11 overall.
Well, that's almost hard to believe, given their history. And here we go back to this match. Been a pretty exciting first half. A lot of action, a lot of activity, some pushing and shoving, two penalty kicks, and some individual heated encounters, but nothing physical on the field.
Well, and you hope that it stays that way too here too for the second half, Sig.
Yeah, the smart thing for the players, if you disagree with the referee, that's fine, but let your coach do the talking for you. As Osseo comes on the field, they'll be going from right to left. Wind is still a factor, still gusting up around 18, 19 miles an hour. But this time Champlin Park will have the wind at their back.
And we're about set for play here in the second half.
How awesome of football is.
And Champlin Park putting it in play. It's right on net at Stewart. That's a way to make sure the opposing goalie is paying attention, Sig, at the beginning of the half. Just put it right in on net.
Actually, I've seen that happen. It was in the USA Cup. The referee signaled to both keepers at the start of the game, and they noticed that one team noticed that the other goalkeeper was just kind of down there talking to his teammates, and they whispered something, and they took the shot into the net. It was a goal.
On kick away here, and that is just whistled high off the foot of Jose Duran. We had a good effort on that ball. Look at it again. Excuse me, that's 23, not 33. That's Sasan Romani with the shot.
Just power that ball.
Romani almost made it 3-1 Rebels. Instead, we play on at 2-1 as it's cleared by Osseo out to midfield. Booted up in the air by Quiddy.
Offside.
Or fox hunting.
Free kick.
Free kick here for the Rebels. Birchall, middle of the field. Cleared, but not quite away. And ball against the Rebels. And we'll get a free kick for Olzenak and the Orioles.
Let's see if the Orioles can get on track.
Up toward midfield, right side comes to Duor. Broken up by the Orioles. And then the pass missing for Quiddy, and we'll get a throw in for Champlin Park. Race down the end. We're going to have a goal kick.
Osseo.
Miska shielding the ball away. Not allowing the Rebels and DeWard a chance to get a foot on that ball. Maple Grove and Park Center playing to a 3-3 tie today. It was a match, the big match in this Northwest Suburban Conference. So with the tie, Park Center able to maintain their lead. Here's a shot, and that goes wide. Brent's shot attempt, and he's a little, you can tell, a little upset with himself that he didn't get that one on net. Brent, first-year player here for Osseo, and made a big contribution for this Orioles team. We had a good chat with Paul Stewart before the match. He said it's been a great group of players to coach this year and to try to mesh into a team. Players from 9 different countries on this Osseo team.
I wrote down some of them.
he was rattling them off faster than I could write them down.
I couldn't either. It was I know it's Ecuador. We got Guatemala, Chile, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and some others that was going too fast for me to get. But indeed, an international team.
Got a throw in here for the Rebels, and it's been a successful season for Osseo. We saw those standings at halftime, right on the cusp of the lead here in the conference. Looks like the Pirates will probably end up winning the conference, although the Rebels will have something to say about that when they play Osseo. Or excuse me, when they play Park Center. It's going to be an offside call against Osseo. They have a number of those offside calls here today. It's Osseo is going to play Park Center on Monday, I should say. So the Orioles will have an opportunity, perhaps knock the Pirates out of first place. Pirates with a win would clinch the conference title. That's coming up on a Monday. But today, again, a Pirates and a Maple Grove tie. Throw in here for the Rebels. They've got a 2-1 lead. Play just over 5 minutes here in the second half. All cleared out to midfield. Rebels trying to keep possession. They can't. Here it comes to Brent. Lead pass ahead to Simmons. Puts it out in front. The header and a goal.
Oh, wow. Boy, did they need that. That was just a pretty play coming from the outside. Perfect pass.
Emmanuel Kima tying it up. That was a great effort, isn't it?
That was awesome. You see it again. Just a perfect header right inside that upright.
Emmanuel Kima with his team-high 13th goal of the season. But you could see the Rebels that couldn't quite clear it from that midfield area, Sig, and finally Osseo able to take advantage. 2 nice passes, setting up Kima in front, and now they've tied it up. Now a chance for him again, coming back. Kima trying to get it past McAdam, who got out there first.
Wow.
And got a foot on the ball. And then we get a foul as going down hard. Taken out was Simmons, who helped set up that last goal. Slow to get up, and we'll get a free kick here from in fairly deep for Osseo. A hard foul.
I'm surprised they didn't call that about 20 seconds earlier than that. When the bodies went flying.
Here's Olzenak on the free kick. Keeps it low and cleared right away by Burchell. Back out to midfield. Osseo trying to reset. Up in the air, right side. Header up in the air, knocked down. Kima couldn't get to it to make a play. Header from midfield by Romani. Good play getting back into it was Benson for Osseo. Header's back and forth. And then Haji gets tripped up. And it's a foul.
Champlin Park quickly gets that one going again.
No, get Champlin Park will have a good opportunity here on the free kick.
About 29 yards.
Haji has already got 2 goals today. The 2 goals that Champlin Park has up on the board.
Boy, I would send Haji in there with his height and have him take a header, come to the right side, swing back in and get that pass.
He'll send them in a little touch pass, trying to get it to Duran. Broken up. Goes out in front. Still the battle for now near the sideline. Off Osseo. Throw in for Champlin Park. Bauer getting the throw in. Haji almost had a chance at it. Now tracks the ball down. And 2 defenders on him trying to take the ball away. Cleared up the sideline. Rebels keep it in. Played back toward the middle. Orioles clear it up. Dewar got a header on it. Haji up in the air and it'll be out of play.
Goal kick, Osseo.
Stewart sets up for the goal kick. Again, going into about 18 to 20 mile an hour gusty wind. Boy, what a difference that wind makes. In the first half, he was kicking him 60, 70 yards, and now he's barely making 45.
Woody getting into Kema. Back in midfield, taken back by Bia for Champlin Park. Dewar trying to get it through to Bia, who does, and it's broken up by Osseo. Against those defenders have done a good job for Osseo. Long shot away, but goes wide of the net off the foot of Duran. Looks like it was deflected, though, by the Orioles, so we're going to have a corner kick here for Champlin Park. That's their first corner of the game, Sig?
For Champlin Park, yes. Let me check with Willie.
Aronson here on the corner, out in front. Header ball still up in the air, and it's on top of the net, not a play.
They're consulting with our outstanding statistician. That is the first corner for the Rebels and the second corner of the entire match.
They'll get another one right here. That one was off Osseo and out of play, so
back to back.
Aronson will put it out in front again and slips through that mass of players and out, and this time off Champlin Park, and we'll have a goal kick for Osseo. We're tied up at 2. No, 28:55 to go in the second half.
Plenty of time. And with these two teams, you have no idea what they're going to do. It's good firepower on either side and good defense. It's a matter of who makes the mistake.
Ball comes ahead, and A shot away and just wide off the foot of Kesley DeWoer.
And again, John, looks like they're starting to mount some good pressure on the Osseo defense.
Corner kick for Champlin Park.
The corner coming for the Rebels.
It's a third quarter within 2 minutes.
Yeah. A card on somebody of looks like an Osseo.
Yellow card on Osseo.
Well, maybe Olzenak who's coming up. I didn't see exactly what had happened.
I didn't either. There's so much traffic down there. You can't. It's hard to see.
Was it something physical or verbal?
Orioles,
He'll come out for a brief time anyway as we get set for this corner.
And number 20, Gerson Morales for the Orioles.
And the kick comes away. Middle and a shot and a goal. It's in the net off the corner. Are they going to wave it off? This will be no goal. Sig, look at it again. DeWoer thought he had put it in.
7 was the guy. He stuck his hand. He just punched the ball. Thank you, sir.
Comes sailing in from the far side and.
Oh.
Yeah.
If he's knocking in with your hand. Yeah, maybe they won't see that. Who knows? I didn't
Just
see it until the replay exactly what had happened.
Just kind of slipped that one by. Whoa, fan on that one, and that's going to give Rebels an opportunity.
And turned back by Osseo. Now at midfield, last off of Champlin Park, Osseo throw in. Orioles have tied it here in the second half, and the goal by Kama. Throw in will be for Osseo again. Handled by Anderson. Now that right side out of play. Last touch by Osseo. It's off of Simmons. No, they're going to reverse the call. Both teams at times have been frustrated by how this game has been officiated on both on some foul calls and some plays along the sidelines. It's going to be a free kick here for Osseo.
Sends it into the line.
Up in the air, headed away, shot, and
deflected, and it looks like we have a foul.
A free kick for Champlin Park. Now Champlin Park. Cleared back up ahead by Auer. Down deep and all the way to Stewart. Header up in the air by Bia. He cleared out. No one can gain control here. Now it comes back. Bia trying to play it through ahead for Haji, too far, and right to Stewart. Stewart getting it toward midfield. Knocked down there by Auer of Champlin Park. Now onto the foot of Zabriskie. Out of play. Off of Brewer, throw in for the Rebels. Ball comes up toward midfield. Now a chance for Osseo. Racing up the left side at Kema. Got her past one defender, but then ran into Auer and goes down.
That one way wide. Because he was bothered by the defense too, so he just could not get a clean shot away. See right there, he's in traffic. And just a little bit off balance when he makes that kick.
McAdam keep the pass short to Auer, and it's blocked off of Quiddy. Last touch by Osseo. No, last touch by the Rebels. Throw in for Osseo. Will come for Brewer. Get it right in for Quiddy. It's going right against Auer there. Quiddy had three guys around him for a moment. Now cleared it and then out off of Champlin Park. Get an Osseo throw in. Good strong throw by Miska toward the front of the net. Comes out in front. Quiddy trying to get ahead on it. Cleared it back away from trouble. Osseo can't get another shot away now. Angled right side. And tracked down there. Crossing pass and right to McAdam. He'll throw it on his right. Out across midfield. Zabriskie. Some substitutions here. Now Zabriskie will get it in play. Up toward midfield.
I think he sent that one back to get a reset, but it went past the defender, and now it's giving Osseo an opportunity. Ball ricochets off and the other attacker, and it's going to be a goal kick. Keep an eye on number 15 for the Rebels. That's Winkleman. That last little meeting of all the people down the other side of the field. He got hit for the ball pretty good. It's right on his thigh.
Right up the left side to Quiddy.
Just offside.
The Orioles a few times have disagreed with some of the offside calls here in the match. Now back come the Rebels. A little bit too far out in front of Haji. On the pass from Bia, and it's cleared away by Stewart. This one will come wide, deflect wide of Stewart and the Osseo net. We'll have a goal kick for the Orioles. Out to midfield. Turning is Brent with it. Up the right side, cross back to the middle of the field, but behind his player and cleared out by Auer. We'll get a throw in for Osseo. Midway through the second half, Osseo the only score since halftime. They've tied this one up at 2. Anderson's throw. They'll do it again. Strong throw toward the front of the net and off the crossbar over the net, off the foot of Quiddy.
Trying to get over the top of it and bounces it.
No, it's off the goalpost of the football crossbar.
Post, yeah. Then it came back on top of the net.
Free kick here for Champlin Park. After a foul on Osseo.
Oh, we got another card.
This one looks like it'll be on Champlin Park. It might be a.
I didn't see anything physical, so it may have been something he said. He's going, the referee now going over to the Champlin Park coaching staff, telling him what the call was.
I don't know that Scott Dossett's buying it, but he's getting the explanation nonetheless.
Right. He may or may not like it, but he's hearing it. And now he's having another discussion with the referee. The referee's telling him, okay, we're not going to argue about this. I mean, natural tensions are high in a match like this where there's so much at stake now at the end of the season.
He may have just tossed Coach. He tossed him out of the game. He's pointing like toward the exit.
Yeah, he is. He may have.
Looking directly at head coach Scott Dossett. He has gotten ejected from the match here.
Yep. Said one word too many.
I don't know. I've seen that sig in all our years of calling high school.
Yeah, we did. I saw it.
Really?
Yeah, we saw it about 3 or 4 years ago. It was at the old. Actually, it was at the old Osseo Stadium.
Well, it's been more than 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, yeah, it was several years ago, but before they redid the surface.
Wow.
Oh, still some words going back and forth.
Well, if you've already been ejected, you might as well get
your money's worth.
Get your money's worth.
You're going to get fined, probably, or something.
Well, I don't know if you get fined. You'll get some kind of censure from the high school league. But
yeah.
Well, Coach Dossett has any chores to do around home, he'll get an early start on it.
I wouldn't want to be in that home when he gets there.
Wow. Well, so.
Yeah, so we get a yellow card to the player. We get an ejection for the coach. It's been an interesting few moments. Officials still across the field discussing it. And now referee Stuart Summer comes back into the playing area. Okay, so it should be free kick for Osseo? No, Champlin Park. Okay. So many fouls just happened there. It's
Right,
hard.
the foul was on Osseo. That's what was interesting
was
for the Rebels to originally get that yellow card there down in front of the net, and then the ejection for Coach Dossett. So we play on. We're back into action here in the second half of a 2-2 match. We got an Osseo player that's hurt. Play continues. It's Kema, who's very slow to get up on the near side. He's going to try to walk it off. We'll get a throw in for Champlin Park.
Yeah, he's going to try to walk it off. Yep, he's going to stay in the game.
This will go out of play. Throw in for Osseo. Throw will be taken by Anderson. Getting out toward midfield, trying to get it to Kema. Now Brent has it.
Offside. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't argue that when you were standing 3 yards deep when that flag came up. And it's not an offside trap. The Champlin Park players were in their lineup, and
Throw-in will come for Anderson for Osseo.
deep throw.
Header ball up in the air. Here's a shot that goes high and up out of play. Off the foot of Christian Harl Sabando. And we play on. Pass to the middle of the field. Brent's trying to turn it off to his right and does. Getting in for Benson. Benson's crossing pass out in front and cleared up. And now headed by Zabriskie out toward midfield. Played back by Brewer of Osseo. Comes to Quiddy. Quiddy, nice little move. Puts it toward the front of that and cleared away. Osseo will get the throw in. Aronson able to break that up for Champlin Park. Now we get the throw in from Miska. Headed away by the Rebels. Run down by the Orioles. Brent had it taken away from him and cleared up the field by Champlin Park, but it's out of play. We'll get a throw in coming for the Orioles. Anderson. Cleared up back to the right and out of play. We're going to throw in for the Orioles. Brewer getting him back in play, trying to get it up for Quiddy. Quiddy trying to work his way past Blake Howard. Does a nice job, get his foot on that ball and push it out. Osseo will get possession, but Howard doing his job to slow up the Orioles' march downfield. Anderson will come over. He'll take the throw in here for Osseo. Or is it going to be back to, no, it's going to be back to Brewer.
No, now it's Anderson. Okay, eventually we'll figure out who's going to do this.
It'll be a free kick.
Free kick
throw
for
in.
Anderson.
All right. Foul on that last play.
That makes more sense.
Anderson booting it ahead. Knocked down by Champlin Park. Aronson broke that up for the Rebels. And a quick throw in for Osseo. Do it one more time.
Substitution coming in.
Abubakar Kante, senior midfielder, in for Osseo. Throw in for Brewer, under 13 minutes to go.
Stays in and then finally cleared out by the defense. Now driven right back into traffic.
And cleared back ahead by Burchell out to midfield. Off Osseo, throw in for Champlin Park, taken by Dylan Burchell. And off the referee, and it's going to be a throw in for Osseo. Cleared out of play. Rebels throw it in.
Yep, it's a free kick.
Back down in front, but not controlled by the Rebels. Osseo getting out, comes back, and Zabriskie couldn't get a pass away, and Osseo has it. Pushed up ahead left side. Up in the air, out of play. Throw in for Osseo by Brewer. Olsenak coming back into the match for Osseo. Kima trying to get himself free. Whistle and a foul on Osseo. Free kick for Champlin Park. Rebels get it right back into play. And then a takeaway by the Orioles.
Wow, we got 2-on-6. Oh, sorry, 2-on-5.
Ball comes back to the middle of the field. Played to the right to Conte. Taken away from him and cleared back out. Anderson pushed it back deep again. Conte with it.
Offside.
Offside again on Osseo. Another 10 minutes to play here in the second half. Another goal kick coming for, or free kick rather, coming for Champlin Park. Well, after the offside call. Strong boot ahead across midfield. Osseo. Throw in up ahead. Burchell with the header back for Champlin Park. Here come the Orioles. Moving ahead was Brent. Getting back defensively, Winkleman for Champlin Park.
But they'll get the throw in, so they'll still maintain possession. Oh, my mistake. It's Champlin Park's ball.
Lewis Duran Long kick across midfield. Chased down by Brewer of Osseo. What a good takeaway by Winkleman. Couldn't keep it in play. Or Zabriskie, rather. Good hustle play coming down that sideline, but couldn't keep it in the field of play. So throw in for Osseo instead. Nice little move by Conte. Gets the ball up to midfield. That's broken up by Winkleman. Sent back deep. And it comes to Stewart. Stewart, who's seen much less action here, Sig, in the second half compared to the first half.
Yeah,
net for the Orioles.
Right, he has not been that busy. There's only been 2 shots on goal, according to our ace guy over here, Willie.
We're into 8 minutes to play now. Burchell. It's the ball in play, header up in the air. Whistle. And an Osseo foul. Oh, free kick, Sig, for us for Champlin Park here. About 40 yards out.
Yep, 41 yards. And we're still moving the ball. Now we're 40.
Burchell has got a strong leg. See how he plays this. And go directly on net and right into the hands of Stewart.
I think Stewart just didn't even have to move for that one.
Oh, Burchell. What
Wow,
an
he
effort by
did keep.
Burchell to keep that ball in play.
Wow, down on the grass on the side and kept it in.
Rebels clear it back up ahead off the foot of Miska of Osseo. And back left side for Brewer. Tossing pass coming in front. Trying to get it to Haji. Anderson missed on it, but then Miska is able to get it away. Long ball put in to go wide of the net. And a goal kick for Osseo. There's Quiddy back in for Osseo as Stewart puts it up in the air. Pass broken up by Burchell at midfield. Osseo taking it back. And Zabriskie turning back upfield. Out across, trying to get it for Haji. Up in the air off the foot of Zabriskie. Cleared back by the Orioles. Knocked down by Auer. Auer faking the shot. Good takeaway. The Orioles clear it back ahead, left side. Good.
Yeah, tried to finesse it and lost the ball.
Throw in Rebels. And that one off of Conte, who was trying to get it back across the touchline. Instead, it goes too far the other way, Sig, and it's a goal kick, or excuse me, a corner kick for Champlin Park because of that.
Defensive mistake sets up the 4th corner for the Rebels in this half.
Burchell will take it again. Out in front. Another header, and it goes wide, out of play. He'll get a goal kick here for Osseo.
Back into the game for Osseo.
Offside.
Free kick for Champlin Park. Winkleman playing it deep. Ball comes back. Zabriskie in on net. Stewart just handled it briefly and then able to get back on it.
Good play for the keeper, keeping the ball in front of him. That's a big thing for a goalkeeper. Always keep that ball in front of you.
Right. Brent pushing it up the right side. Orioles looking for a chance here. And well played defensively by Auer to break that up. Now it comes back to Osseo. Cleared down deep by Sabando, and on net McAdam with it. McAdam will get it deep across midfield. All the way back down. Olzenak will watch it roll out of play. Now 2:40 to go as we wind down toward a possible overtime here. The Rebels foul, resulting in a free kick here. That'll be taken by Anderson. And another card. This looks like, is this a red card, Sig? Did I see him pull the red out?
Isn't that his second yellow? Yeah, that's a red card.
Olzenak. So he had the collision with Haji, which resulted in the foul against Champlin Park. And Olzenak's going to have to leave the building. What a bizarre match, Sig.
Wow, it's, yeah.
I'm not sure about how this one's been officiated today. We're going to get a pre-kick for Aronson.
And on a red card, that's a big issue because you're out of this game and you're not eligible for the next league play.
Had her out of play. Down to 1:25 to go. Now Osseo looking to move up with Brent. Broken up by the Rebels. Foul on the Rebels on Winkleman. Free kick for Osseo.
Now we have 2 balls in. So the referee does the right thing, stops the clock. 44 seconds to go. Osseo needs to get something going here.
Anderson putting it deep. Cleared back out. Now a chance for Haji, but it won't get there in time. It comes to Stewart instead. Burchell up the left side. Cleared back and out of play by Anderson.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And we'll get bonus soccer here this afternoon. We're going to head to overtime. Tied up at 2. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our overtime. Champlin Park Osseo boys soccer continues on 12 Sports after this.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
John Jacobson, Sig Liggery ready for overtime. Champlin Park and Osseo. Northwest Suburban Conference Boys Soccer. We've already had one overtime among the conference leaders today. Mapu Rowan Park Center. As you look at the overtime marks for these teams, Champlin Park's won both of their OTs. Osseo with a win and 2 ties in their third 3 overtimes they've had prior to today.
Well, it's been kind of a crazy game. A lot of activity, a lot of pushing, shoving, and We had some yellow cards. We've had a red card. We've had a coach ejected. So, hey, why not? Let's go for overtime. Let's do the trifecta.
Also, we'll start with possession to start the OT, the first 5 minutes, and teams will switch ends.
And that could be an advantage for Osseo, because in the second 5, the sun's going to be right into the eye of the Rebel keeper. Well, that's what they're doing
right now. Yeah.
Right now,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Orioles.
So it might be a good idea to just sky one from about 30 yards out and see if he can get it past the keeper.
Rebels cleared away. Dua dropping it back, cleared back up toward midfield. Brewer waiting for it, gets the header back for Osseo, and then toward the sideline and out of play off the foot of the Rebels, and a throw in coming for Osseo to get it quickly back into play to Camo had that second half goal that helped push us to overtime here. McAdam gets to the ball first for the Rebels. He'll get a strong high boot across midfield. Pass to War. Haji trying to get himself free. And he'll kick it wide at the Osseo net. We'll get a goal kick for the Orioles.
By Haji of the Rebels wide. To be an Osseo.
Didn't really have much of a chance there, but I think when you're in that position, be able to, if I can get the angle on it, give it a shot at least. Though it was nowhere near the net. Hope he can get something good on it. Now, Champlin Park again from midfield. They'll play it ahead. Look at he get it to Haji again. Getting to the ball down deep and colliding with Miska. They both go down.
That'll be on Haji.
Rebels foul. Gibbs. A free kick here for Osseo. Osseo foul, and we'll get another free kick coming for Champlin Park.
It's a ways out, but it's still a set play and can be dangerous. They're just going to set it up.
Aronson left side, cross back toward the middle. Burchell will throw it in. It's off Osseo. They'll go back to Aronson. Got some room there. He'll chip it toward the front of the net and too far trying to get it for Duran.
Yeah, no foul there. Duran just tripped up and was trying to turn.
Goal kick for Stewart and the Orioles. Ball up in the air, header. Cleared, comes back down.
Yeah, just caught the foot. That'll be a foul against Osseo.
Burchell will take the free kick. Yeah, it'll be Burchell or Jose Duran. Now it's going to be Burchell. He'll put it on net. An easy stop for Stewart.
And Stewart just slapped the ball down in front of him and then picked it up easily.
Minute and a half to go in this first overtime. Ball comes ahead. Quiddy. Rebels get back and defend it well and move it away. Out toward midfield. DeWer trying to get a run up that left side. Broken up. Played across. Lewis Duran. Wide in the net. Stewart out to play it.
1 minute remaining in the first overtime. 1 minute.
Up in the air off the foot of Auer. And catch made in the air by Stewart.
Stewart making darn sure he was hanging on to that one.
Yep. This one, the wind will take it out of play, and we give Burchell and Champlin Park a throw in. And to get it for Haji with the back of his foot headed back up the field by Anderson. Burchell gets a foot back on it for the Rebels, and the Orioles clear it back. Knocked down near midfield. Keeping it low along the ground was Ingram. Osseo with it back at midfield. Kima.
Boy, they're running out of time and space.
And we're going to go to that second 5 minutes, still at 2-2. You know, unlike the postseason, it's 5 minutes, no matter how many goals would be scored, whereas it's sudden death in the playoffs. No break here between the overtimes. We'll simply switch ends of the field. And Champlin Park will get possession first to start the second OTs. Stewart and McAdam will change ends.
So as soon as the keepers are both set, the referee will signal start.
Back to the Rebels, 16 Jonas Zabriskie, 23 Rabani. Champlin Park will have first possession of the second quarter.
They were ready to play. Rebels with that first possession.
Oh, nice takeaway.
And to push it back up the field, but it's out of play, and we get a throw in for the Rebels. Comes back to the middle of the field. The Brewer was ready for that throw in and clears it out for Osseo. Comes all the way back to McAdam, played by his defender Ingram, and he's able to boot it out to midfield. Rebels trying to clear. Now it comes to Simmons. Jacob Simmons, left side, out of play. It's off the Rebels. Now Osseo throw in will come for Emmanuel Kema. Now he's going to leave it, and it'll be Miska that'll come over. He's taken a good deal of these deep throw ins from the sidelines. Miska putting it toward the front of the net. Headed back away and out of play. Throw in for Champlin Park. Boy, I thought that was off of the Rebels.
I did too. And, obviously, we did not see that one so clearly. Offside.
Around 3:20 to play here in OT. Rebels kick out across midfield. Knocked down, booted ahead by Auer. Toward the corner to Duran. Out of play off of Osseo, so Champlin Park will get a throw in fairly deep here. Short throw in pass.
Corner kick.
And off of Osseo, so we get a corner late here for Champlin Park. Burchell will come over and handle the corner. 2:25 and counting to play in the OT. Champlin Park trying to take the lead. Burchell putting it out in front, and it's getters past the front of the net. Out of play.
Big corner again.
And off of Osseo. They got it quickly back into play. Aronson putting it out in front, cleared away. We'll get a throw in this time.
Champlin Park trying to end it right here.
Middle of the field, chipped high and out of play off the foot of Zabriskie. Goal kick for Osseo.
Foul against Rebels.
Free kick for Osseo on the handball. Down to a minute 15 to play. Anderson will put it in.
Right idea. Send it deep.
Whitty trying to chase it down and can't get to it. Goal kick for Champlin Park. McAdam clearing it up toward midfield. Header by Brewer. But then taken back by Auer of Champlin Park. Chips it high in the air. Back down. Collision there.
Took him down with
It's going to be on Champlin Park.
So that, I guess the foul occurred before the takedown. Now we got some tempers flaring.
Stop the clock. Keep it running.
Free kick for Osseo.
Stop the clock. Keep it running. You didn't stop the clock.
Referee stopped the clock with, was it 24?
34 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, couldn't see the scoreboard. Okay, there's the foul. Then there's a grab and a takedown.
I think I'm most surprised that it didn't go against Simmons.
Yeah, but apparently the initial foul was called before that. Well,
Sure,
well, they could have.
let's have another yellow card.
Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Be careful. Talk too much. You can turn that
comes
yellow.
out.
Yeah, you can turn that yellow into a red. Then you're out the next game.
Ingram.
Yep, he's walking off.
This has gotten out of hand. I don't blame the players. I think it's been very poorly officiated tonight. There's the yellow. Oh, and there's the red. I didn't see the red come out after the yellow.
Second yellow.
I get another red card on the assistant. We're going to run out of coaches on the sideline. This is just awful. And what's the point? 34 seconds left.
Right. Well, right now, if you're a player, just.
Oh, right. At the same time, you've got to walk away now, no matter how frustrated you are by how you feel the game is being officiated as a player. You're right. You just have to.
What I tell a player is, your job is to play the game.
Yeah.
If the referee's having issues, I will talk to the referee. That's not your job. That's my job.
Yeah.
If they toss me out, fine. That's okay. But I got to have you in the game for the next game. I can't afford to have you miss a game.
Long one. Anderson putting it toward the net. McAdam makes the save. McAdam putting it away.
Whoops, missed.
Cleared up ahead. There'll be a race for the ball. Madam the right.
This will be the last.
Midfield. Ahead. Perhaps a final opportunity with 5 seconds to go, but out of play on the long attempt by Quiddy. And that's the end of the match. That was interesting. Drew Anderson scoring early, just over 5 minutes into the match. Abdul Hadji scored twice for Champlin Park, 18 seconds apart, late in the first half, and then the only scoring after halftime. A nice goal for Emmanuel Kema, making it 2-2. He had a plethora of yellow cards and red cards, and we thought that coming into this match, these teams are fairly evenly matched, and we saw that play out today. Sig, you could say clearly that one team is better than the other, and it reflected in the final score.
Well, it really does. I mean, the teams were even. I think Champlin had a much stiffer defense, a little bit quicker, but the teams were obviously paired up nicely in terms of skills and abilities. Very entertaining game. A little bit discouraging to see that many yellows and red cards, and you don't want to see people ejected, but that's just the way it happens.
Right. little bit chippy, you might say.
Something like that.
So, again, the end of the regular season coming up, and then the section playoffs coming up the week after next. And watch for that coverage coming up on Channel 12. Well, one more Northwest Suburban Conference match, boys and girls, coming up late next week. Park Center taking on Armstrong. That'll do it for our coverage today. For Sig Lagery and all of our crew, thanks for tuning in. Northwest Suburban Conference boys soccer at Osseo. The Champlin Park Rebels and the Osseo Orioles tie 2-2.